Hello, I'm Tan the Tambio TC channel. This is probably one of the last Pop Funko for a bit. I know that other video said, but I said in that video I'm still waiting on one last one. This was that one last one. He might remain in the case. I'm gonna put him on top of my TV essentially, where I want to put him, because I think that's the only place he'll fit unless I find another place. But yeah, the last of the pops. There are others I do want, but they're not ones I'm like super crazy about. Hold on a sec. I forgot. Oh, somebody fell over. Oh, of course he fell over. He's got big ass head. They all got big ass heads, whatever. But I'll show you what I've gotten so far over the last couple months or whatever. So we have this dude, the Witcher, Geralt. Let me do the other Witchers since it'll make sense. So we have this Witcher. I noticed that on places like eBay, a lot of people break the sword, and I can tell why. So I'm not even gonna really mess with this thing that much. So yeah, I'm glad I have at least some sort of Geralts. I'm gonna lay him down because they keep falling over. Then we'll do. We have this Geralt right here. He's probably my least favorite of the Geralts. Though I think this Geralt here is from the 3rd season, which is the least best season. It's a dumb season. But I had to get something from the television show because I did like the 1st season, and I thought the 3rd season was okay. So I had to get something at least. So let's lay them down on the sides here. So then if you don't know me, I'm a big fan of Mr. Sinister. He's one of my favorite villains. And I just have to get whatever Mr. Sinister stuff I can get my hands on. And I went for these. I love the character. I think he's a really cool design. You never see a villain with a tassel cape. Of course, he's obviously modeled after a Dracula. But he isn't really Dracula. But he's a cool villain. And I always loved his design. I think I prefer this version, but this isn't bad either. Now, I will say that version kind of sucked, because I had to, so let me show you something here. I had to sort of paint colors onto it, or not paint, but I used a Sharpie, because it was the only thing I could use at the time to color anything. And I did that to a Shadow the Hedgehog figure I had with a set. It was a mystery figure. So you see the red here around his shoes? That was completely white before. I used a red Sharpie to color that in. I tried to do the same on the back here, but it was all black, so it's hard to even see the red. Whoops. And of course, he wants to fall over as I'm trying to put him back. Frickin' disaster. And so with this Mr. Sinister, I did the same, but with a black Sharpie on the back, because this was all red. I hated the way this looked. The only part I didn't color in was the underside, because you can barely see it, but I just had to, and I was very careful about it too. I just hated the way it looked. And then, of course, one of the more recent ones as well, I loved excuse me, I'm stuttering, the design of this Pop Funko. I think the games are fine. I'm not a giant fan of the games, but hey, I might I need to play them more for the channel, because I know I have the remaster/remake, I can't remember which it is, but I should play them, and I know that there's some other versions that they put on there, like the sequel through the PlayStation 2 stuff, and I really liked the paint job on this guy and how he looked. So I have him up by my Mass Effect and Splinter Cell stuff. He's like in between Garrus and Tally. Alright, and then The next ones, I had to get these. I think these were multiple months ago, so these were probably longer back. Same with the Batman and Joker I'm going to show. They do not stand very well, and they do. This one does come with like a teddy bear, but I'm not bringing that over. But I really liked the designs on these two, as well as they're two of my favorite characters and romance partners from the game. But I just had to get them. I thought they were really well designed, and they have a lot of detail going into them. I hope you can see them fine too. And then I thought this was, I gave him my only like Lord of the Rings ring. I'm thinking of buying another ring sometime in the future, but I gave him my little one ring to rule them all. And this is probably my favorite Pop Funko of all my Pop Funkos. This is the coolest one. He glows in the dark and he looks like hot lava when he glows in the dark. It's really cool. He's just well designed. He doesn't even really, other than the big ass head, he doesn't even remind me of a Pop Funko. He's just that good. But yeah, this is a really cool Pop Funko. If you could ever get your hands on this when it's not freaking expensive or whatever, I was able to get this at a good deal, and I put him in a place. I'm trying to get him to have some more sunlight so that he'll glow in the dark more. But yeah, I really love this Pop Funko. It is probably one of my favorites of all time. Also, I've been trying to get some Batman figure, a certain Batman figure, but like certain Batman figures that go pop up on the McFarlane website keep, like, for some reason my PC, the website just completely crashes. So on my phone, I tried to buy the New 52 figure, as well as there was a gold variant, or at least there were gold treads on the variant of the Arkham Knight figure of Batman, and those things sold out so quickly. There's also a Joker figure I was looking for that also sold out. I'll still be looking for them, but I'll be trying to find them at whatever low price I can get them in whatever good, best new condition that I can get them, but I'll still be looking. But yeah, I got these two and I thought that was cool, and they were really low price. This one actually went towards like an animal donation. So that was cool. I didn't even know that at first. I just thought it was a cool looking Pop Funko. And I used to like the vampire, the Red Rain Batman, so I thought that was cool. And he stands really well. I'm glad about this. This guy looks like he has an umbrella for a cape, but I do love the way he looks. I always loved the original Detective Comics number 27 look. It's really cool. And also, by the end of this video, let me know what you think is the best one of what I've shown so far, my recent ones. And then there were these guys. I get to stand in the back for most of the time. Let me show their detail, because like I feel like their head is obscuring. Also, he has the mustache, if you can see that. But yeah, like because of the way they're tilting forwards like that, it's hard to see their chest region with their big ass heads. But I do love these two. These guys were really cheap when I got them. They went on sale for a good price, and I was like, I don't have any 60s Batman or Joker figures, so hey, wouldn't it be cool if I got these two? So I did, and they have their own stands. They're pretty cool. Let's put them over here so that they're not in the way. And I think that's about it. There is one more Pop Funko that I forgot I even had, that I had to dig around looking for. So the Mr. Sinisters were bobbleheads. Forgot that I had Annihilus in the first place. I do really like the Annihilus Pop Funko. He's not one of my favorites, but Annihilus is another villain that's super underrated, and I love that character. My favorite villains of like the Marvel Universe, pretty much a bunch of Spider-Man villains, but especially Venom, Carnage, Mysterio. I love Mysterio. And then you got Mr. Sinister, Annihilus, and Kang. And Dormammu. Those are some of my top favorite villains in the Marvel Universe. There are a couple others, but those are the big ones. Oh, Magneto is a great one as well. I love X-Men villains in general. X-Men and Spider-Man villains are great. But yeah, I think that's about it. And I'll have some other time I should talk about DC villains. You know, specifically, I love like Superman, Batman, and Flash villains are probably where a lot of my favorite villains of that series comes from. But I would also mention Ares, the blue armor variant and version of Ares, which my brother has an action figure of from Wonder Woman, is really freaking cool. But yeah, I think that is all. I haven't really shown the back. There's his head bobble. I'm not a big fan of bobbleheads, and I used to not be a big fan of Pop Funko. The only Pop Funkos I would really want, unless it was like me from the past, was ones that I genuinely think I'm going to really like and see displayed, like the Mr. Sinisters, for example. So, otherwise, I don't care. I also like that you can tell the difference between the Witchers having the slightly more pale skin, different hair, and all that. They do a good job with these. This was probably my favorite of the, other than like Halo and Sonic and such, of the ones that have their own game cover behind them. So he'll probably be in this case. I still have his box as well. I'm deciding whether I want to put him in that or not when I display him. But for right now, he'll be displayed like this. And yeah, I think that's awesome. I will see you next time. You have a awesome day. Sorry if the video was longer. It's already made it 12 minutes. And if you enjoyed, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you next time. Will be getting to Ultraman, The Rise of Ultraman, and Rulers of Earth, Godzilla. So don't worry about that. I've just been having a lot go on lately. I'm sorry that so much has been delayed. It's also trying to figure out what games, because I want to do Giga Bash, and since I don't have it for PC and the only console I do have it on, where I own the Godzilla and Ultraman DLCs, is on my Xbox, but I can't record my Xbox without an Elgato. So it's just been difficult. I kind of wish it was on the Xbox store though, on PC, so that it would be on Game Pass and I would be able to play it that way. But I would still have to. Um, oh, maybe I would own them technically if I own them on Xbox. I'll have to see. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. I might be doing the Godzilla 2014 game though. I have to be careful of music and such because I don't want Toho flagging me or copyright claiming me or anything. Because I know Brandon Tenold always has to deal with that crap with them. But nonetheless, I'll see ya. Bye.